Alright guys, Toro Turfmaster transmission change. It still works, but it's getting weak. It's 4 years old. This is a 2014 model. So let's change it. First thing I've done is just take the wheels off both sides. I put it on my trailer like this. I have a little trailer where the gate folds forward, put some weight on the front. And so I'm going to try it like this because I feel like it might be easy to move back and forth and get that thing out. So anyway, the only thing I've done so far is take the wheels off. Now I'm going to take the pins out, take the gear off, and take this little thing off of both sides. Alright guys, already busting my knuckles, but the next thing I've done is take these pieces out of here. And that's what keeps that lined up, as you can see. And pay attention to, there's a washer in front of this. And what I did is keep the parts for each wheel inside the wheel. And that'll probably work. Put some oil on these when you put them back on. It's hard to get it off because it's rusted on that shaft. So, and over here it has a E-clip right there in the little ditch, which it has to have it on one side to keep it lined up. So that was a pain to get off because I don't have an E-clip tool. So keep that in mind. And now I'm gonna go under the box. The next thing I do is I pulled against the spring so it could let up some tension on the belt, so the belt had slack on it, and then just work the belt around the pulley to get the belt off. And then I could easily pull on the bottom of this. I'll show you. Yeah, see, it was right here on the bottom of this, right there, and it has a little loop up on the frame. So belt's off, the tensioner spring is off. Now I'm going to remove this. Alright guys, I thought that, so I took that little piece off right there that I was telling you about, and I've been trying to work it out. I haven't unhooked the cable yet for the go cable, whatever you call it. And I was planning on just working it out of here. This is just a spring-loaded system for your height adjust, but as you can see, it's trying to like bend the shaft. So one bolt right there, and we can lower the spring system, and then I should be able to get it out a little easier. Alright guys, so I lowered the spring thing. It has a little plate, goes right here with the bolt through it, and then you can just take this bar off. You can just take that bar off for your height adjustment. And then did make it a little easier, but the cable still kind of holds this kind of tight up in there. What I did to help me, which I would recommend doing this, is man, you can't see it. Hang on. Right here, you squeeze these, and I like undid it from right there to give me a little bit more slack down there to undo it down there. And I didn't know how these work until I couldn't get that other one out, and then I did it up here and I figured it out. But here's, alright guys, so here's the thing. There it is. Got the transmission out. Whoop. And she's a beauty. These little plastic things, I don't know what they're for. I don't think they really do anything. But anyways, here's what I found out. Because the throttle's been feeling like it'll be kind of, I'm flooring it and it feels kind of spongy. It ain't going, and then all of a sudden it goes. And here's what I think it might be the problem. Because when I went down there to unhook one of the cables, the little thing you squeeze, the throttle cable, was already like this before I went under there. But one of the little tabs did not work properly. So one was kind of pushed in or kind of worn. So that throttle cable was like halfway like slipping out. So the whole problem I'm having might be the throttle cable. So I might need to, well, it's just that little thing, and they're kind of working now. It's just that little plastic piece. So I guess I don't know. Guess I'll replace that whole throttle cable. because that might be the problem. The transmission might be fine. I don't know how to test if the transmission's fine or not. But it might just be those little squeeze things. But maybe I should just replace both since I have it off. Probably I will. So. Alright guys, so I'm getting it all back together. One tip that's a really good tip is leave the traction cable undone from up at the handle and stick that down through the motor and put this spring on first before you click this, because when you click this it doesn't leave you enough room to turn this enough to get it in there. So that's something I did wrong. I had to take it back out, and the transmission, as you know, it's kind of spring loaded. It all kind of goes up in there together, so you kind of have to do it kind of all at once. So it's kind of a pain, but that's definitely one tip. So then I just pretty much reversed the steps that I did when I took it apart. So it's the moment of truth. Let's get it back together and see if it works. Alright guys, it's doing great. Seems to be doing just fine. Doing real good, so thanks for watching.